and I seek refuge in thee from laziness, kasal. Because if these qualities begin to creep in within us, ma'adallah, ma'adallah. So you would also seek refuge min al-ajzi wal kasal, from helplessness and from laziness. And used to also say, wa'udhu bika min al-jubni wal buql, and I seek refuge in thee from cowardice and from buql, miserliness. وَأَعُوذُ بِكَ مِنْ غَلَبَةِ الدَّيْنِ, and I seek refuge in thee from the overpowering of debts, that the debts are so much that I can't repay them. وَقَهْرِ الرِّجَالِ, and I seek refuge in thee, O Allah, from the dominance and the subjugation of men. This dua has great hikmat, it has great wisdom, and by doing that we know that these things are diseases, weaknesses and faults, and we have to make effort to eradicate these faults by first of all asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to eradicate and to move these things from us by making dua to Allah. But from this dua we understand that these things are weaknesses and illnesses, these are amrad. So yes, the ummah today is full of so many types of weakness. In fact, we have become so weak that we have dropped from the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam had said, إِذَا عَظَّمَتْ أُمَّتِي الدُّنْيَا, that when my ummah will hold the world in ta'zeem, will honor the world and hold the world in great respect and have great value for the world, إِذَا عَظَّمَتْ أُمَّتِي الدُّنْيَا نُزِيَتْ مِنْهَا هَيْبَةُ الْإِسْلَامِ, then the haiba, the importance, the ahmiyat, the respect, the love for Islam will come out, will be taken out and extracted from their hearts. And the Prophet ﷺ said, Nuziat, which means it will be extracted, that Allah is going to take it out from their hearts. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Mukallibul Qulub, Musarriful Qulub, the turner and the director of the hearts. Allah turns the hearts however He wants. And the Prophet ﷺ said, when my ummah will begin to think of the world as the greatest thing, big worry, big problem, a lot of effort, tawajjuh, attention towards the world. That's why in one dua the Prophet ﷺ also prayed, وَلَا تَجْعَلِ الدُّنْيَا أَكْبَرَ هَمِّنَا, do not make the world the biggest of our worries. وَلَا تَجْعَلِ الدُّنْيَا أَكْبَرَ هَمِّنَا, don't make the world the greatest of our worries. وَلَا غَايَةَ رَغْبَتِنَا, and don't make the world the limit of our zeal and our target and our aim. وَلَا غَايَةَ رَغْبَتِنَا. So the Prophet ﷺ, in fact, he is actually predicting and prophesying that a time is come when his ummah will consider the dunya to be so great, to be so important. And when they do that and they attach love and greatness to the dunya, nuziyat minha haibatul Islam, then the haiba, the ahmiyat, the importance of Islam is going to come out of their hearts. And that's what has happened to us today. Everything else has importance except Islam. We treat Islam not in a professional way, not like how we run our business and we do our business with devotion, dedication, effort. But Islam is just by the way. And then the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, وَإِذَا تَرَكَتِ الْأَمْرَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَالنَّهْيَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ, and when my ummah will leave out enjoining what is wrong, what is right, al-amr bil ma'ruf, and forbidding what is wrong, when my ummah will forget about speaking They will remain silent on issues. They will not talk. They will not speak out. They will not be vocal. They will not give their voices on things that are wrong. And they will condone it and stay quiet. وَإِذَا تَرَكَتِ الْأَمْرَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ When my ummah will leave out al-amr bil-ma'ruf, commanding righteousness, commanding righteousness, وَالنَّهْيَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ And when they will leave out forbidding and prohibiting what is wrong, حُرِمَتْ بَرَكَةَ الْوَحِي They will be deprived of the barakah and the blessings of wahi and revelation. What does this mean? Our ulama tell us, our sharihin, scholars of hadith, that it means that they will be reading the Quran, but they will be deprived of the faham and the understanding of the Holy Quran. And so we read Quran today, we read ayats, and we are deprived of the understanding of al-ma'anil batina, the inner hidden meanings of the Quran. We read the Quran today and we do not cry when we come across the ayats of Jannah, the ayats of Jahannam, fear for Allah, love for Allah, because the ummah is going to reach a stage where they are going to sit down and become quiet, and they will not be vocal, and they will condone things, and they will not speak out, and they will stop the work of enjoining what is good, al-amr bil-ma'ruf, and they will stop an-nahy anil munkar, prohibiting and stopping people from wrong things, hurimat barakat al-wahi, they will be deprived of the barakah and the blessings of revelation, which is to enjoy it, to understand it, to grasp its meaning, to get its faham, its understanding, and to be given the tawfiq to make amal upon it. وَإِذَا تَسَابَّتْ And when they will begin to abuse one another, ridicule one another, insult one another, سَقَطَتْ مِنْ عَيْنِ اللَّهِ They will drop from the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. سَقَطَتْ مِنْ عَيْنِ اللَّهِ Today we have dropped from the eyes of Allah. We have dropped from His vision and His sight, because we are split up, we are divided, we are fragmented. And instead of meeting each other with unity, with ittihad, with love, with common qualities and with common understandings, we meet each other with hate, we meet each other with ridicule, with abuse. And the Prophet ﷺ said, وَإِذَا تَسَابَّتْ When they will begin to abuse one another, سَقَطَتْ مِنْ عَيْنِ اللَّهِ They will drop from the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it means that, my dear brothers and sisters, that when the Rasul ﷺ said, وَإِذَا It tells us that certain times are going to come in. Because he is predicting, he is prophesying, he is a prophet, he is a Nabi informed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the purpose of this lecture and this talk is advice, nasihat. Ad-deenu an-nasiha. Deen is about nasiha, sincere, good advice. It's about advice. So it's not just to identify sicknesses and problems and to only talk about problems in the ummah, but we know that the diagnosis of a disease is half of its cure. The diagnosis of a disease, once you identify a problem, it is half of the solution, because you know how to treat it, you know how to deal with it. When you don't know what's the problem, you don't know what's the disease, how can it be treated? So the purpose here is that we can do some self-examination. We can examine ourselves and see what we can do, how it is we can help to make a better ummah. How is it that we can be instrumental in bringing about a better ummah, in bringing about a better community our masjid should become better.